Testing on two, testing on two. Testing on two. Testing on one. Testing on two, testing on two. We're getting two. Testing on two. All right, welcome to the Southern Virginia University Knights broadcast. We're having a little bit of difficulty on the technical side with the audio. The Knights. Testing on one. Test. The Knights of Southern Virginia University are coming in to this contest against the Maryville Scots, finishing second in the East Division, while the Scots finished third in the West Division. Anna Roberts on that ball now. Our technical difficulties resulted in you missing out on some incredible pregame preliminary information from me that probably could never get anywhere else in any other way, but I'll try to repeat it, and I'm just kidding. But we'll work on covering some of the data and statistics, some of the information that I think is important for the teams to, the families and the guests and all those participating in this broadcast to know. My name is Scotty Winterton. I'll be your play-by-play and color commentator for this game today. This is the first ever playoff game hosted by the Southern Virginia Knights women's soccer team. This is their first year in the USA South, and they were picked to finish number 9 in the East Division and ended up finishing number 2, which is why they're playing the 3rd seed from the West Division. So the Knights definitely outplaying the pundits, who I believe is the coaches that voted for that preseason poll. The Knights come in with a record of 6-3 in conference, 10-5-2 overall. The Scots were 6-2 in conference and 10-6-2 overall. In terms of overall play within the conference, the Scots actually finished with a pretty commanding 56 goals in conference, or a total. And that number is nearly twice as much than like the 4th and 5th place team. They a clear near 20 goals above the next team. However, that being said, a couple things of note. First is that 21 of those goals came in 2 games, an 11-0 game and a 10-0 game against a couple in conference in their division teams. The 96 shots in those 2 games were 25% of their total shots throughout the year. So the data is a little bit skewed. Also, if you include 2 other games where they scored 11 goals, 6 and 5, of those 56 goals, 4 of them, 32 goals came in 4 games for the Scots. So outside of those kind of 4 games that really were way heavily tilted to the Scots side, scores that you often don't see in soccer. As this ball gets to McKenna Winterton, she gives it over to Mabel Harris. Mabel Harris with the back heel. Winterton, 2 women, gets kicked in the heel, but no call made by the referees, letting these ladies play. Allen now, an attacking midfielder. So we'll talk about, there are 7 women on this Scots team that made either all-conference or all-division teams, and there are 4 members of the Knights team that made all-conference or all-East Division. Looks like there might have been a handball there. No handball called. Lindgren looking to put that ball up to Winterton, and it's a little heavy. So for the Knights, they're running their 4-2-3-1 6-2, 3-1 set with Winterton kind of playing an outside or a false 9. Lindgren up top. Lindgren led the Knights. Total 4th in the conference with 12 goals and 4 assists. McKenna 13th in the conference. Winterton with 9 goals and 1 assist, though there is some dispute on the number of assists there. Trying to get that ball up ahead was Cooney Lyles. Gets deflected. Good defense from Emily Gigu. Emily Gigu was an all-conference player. Reeves on the defensive side, also an all-conference player. Sorry, Gigu, not all-conference. It's Wilson. There was a first-team West Division. Van Hook, first-team West Division. And Lexi Reeves, first-team all-conference. Number 16, Cart, was first-team all-conference player, 4 goals, 6 assists from the midfield. O'Brien, number 25, with 20 points, 11th in the conference total. And Green was a second-team West Division player with 21 points, 9th in the conference. And sort of the team leader on offense, Sipos, number 19. She'll be the player to watch on this team. 11 goals, 5 assists, first-team all-conference. This ball goes up. Winterton gives chase. Ball put out of bounds quickly from Maggie Wilson. I mentioned she was first-team West Division. McKenna Winterton was the Knights' first-team all-conference player. First time the Knights have ever had a first-team all-conference player. And you saw the speed that she and the pressure that she puts on the back line when she plays up top. She played about half the season, Winterton did, in the backfield, playing either in front of or behind the back line of the Knights. So playing about half the season back there, still trying to get opportunities to get up when she was back there, but Coach Dahl, about halfway through the season, moved her to the more natural position of either center midfielder or that forward in a false 9 position, which just means she plays underneath. Nice ball forward. Ella Thomas coming down does a great job getting to that shot and forcing it out of bounds. Looks like there'll be a corner. Great ball put up to, I believe that was Sipos. Cross goes short. Thomas still trying to put pressure on Sipos. As the flag goes up, an offsides play, and starting in goal for the Knights is Alyssa Truman. Through most of the season, the Knights split time between Bloxham, Abby Bloxham from American Fork, the freshman, and Truman, the junior from Charlton, Massachusetts. That continued throughout the season until last game. In the most recent game, Coach Dahl had Truman in through the whole game. So we'll see if Bloxham comes in at halftime. Good defense from the back line. These numbers for these numbers on the jerseys for the Scots are a little hard to read. Dark numbers on red jerseys. So we'll have to work through this together. The Scots have done a great job in defense, only giving up 19 goals on the season. Sophie Turner is in goal for the Knights. Mabel Harris looking to put pressure on this left side. Great job by the back line just to put the ball out of bounds. Anna Roberts, strong midfielders for the Knights, gets it to McKenna Winterton, who turns and shoots, gets a deflection. As the ball goes wide, they're going to give it a goal kick. Winterton a little disappointed that she couldn't get a clean connection on that shot. Sophie Turner has only given up 1.15 goals per game over the course of the season, giving up 17 goals. On the other side, Alyssa Truman has given up just under 1 goal, 0.96 goals per game, just under 1 goal per game. So 2 very good goalies. Turner is a sophomore from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, local Tennessee product. A lot of Tennessee players on this team, by far the majority. So watching on this side, Cooney Lyles, number 8, will have her hands full handling the speed of Sipos, number 19, playing the right midfield. They're playing 3 forwards, it looks like, up top. Huber putting the ball in the air. Harris chasing it down. Now now it's Lindgren to Allen. Allen with a little bit heavy off target to Gorton on the right side, playing the right midfield spot. Trying to find Gordon was Allen right there. Missed the connection again. This is the most aggressive we've seen Allen play all season long, as this ball goes through Gigu on the right side, and she finds Sipos. Huber coming over to support Sipos, puts the ball out of bounds. Huber been a stalwart in the center back position along with Emily Thomas. Thomas garnering first team all East Division honors. Truman comes out to grab that ball off of 3 or 4 ping pong headers. And now out to the wing, Maddie Leal. The turnover, very dangerous spot here. And it'll end up as a corner, second corner for the Scots. And that's been the struggle for the Knights. Their back line is made up of basically all freshmen or a COVID sophomore. COVID sophomore meaning she has her freshman year back. So, which is why I think Coach Dahl put Cooney Lyles, who's played midfield for most of the season, back there as the only senior on this team. Wow, what a header across the front of the cage. That was an amazing header and a very dangerous opportunity. This one goes high above the 18. Still in possession by the Scots as Gigu puts the ball in. Winterton and Lindgren on this side. The ball gets to Winterton. She's got a double team looking across, trying to get underneath the defense of Maggie Wilson. Wilson wins that battle, trying to keep the ball in. It will go off of Wilson and a quick throw in from Winterton to Harris. This one out to Lindsay. And then getting the ball over to Sipos. Sipos, again, this will be very dangerous for her. Working in concert with her teammate, I believe that's number 14, playing up top, Sierra Lee, the freshman from Gallatin, Tennessee. Sierra Lee, tall 5'8" freshman. Huber cleans the ball out to the back line. Up to Alex Smith. Listed as a sophomore, but playing in defense on that back line. Ella Thomas is going to let this ball roll across the end line. On this back line, Lexi Reeves. Again, Lexi, a first-team all-conference defender, senior, 5'7", from Knoxville. Also playing in the middle on that back line, Maggie Wilson, another senior from Knoxville. And that's really the difference in terms of kind of play that we'll see. Harris running onto this, not able to get there. But two seniors playing in the middle on the back line versus the Knights have two freshmen, Ella Thomas and Huber, playing in the middle. And that's just, a huge difference, and not to knock the play of Thomas or Huber, but in conference play, it'll be interesting to see how they manage through this back line of the Knights, and can they keep their composure and mark up the heavy attack from the Scots. Coming back, playing in that center midfield spot is Haley Cart. Cart, a first-team all-conference player as well. Cooney Lyles not playing the angle strong. That ball's just out of bounds. Cooney Lyles not realizing the danger that Sipos had if that ball went wide, and the speed of Sipos allows her to get underneath. The Knights are not going to be able to run a strong offside trap here. They're just going to need to man mark and be strong on that back line. But the spot to watch will be Cooney Lyles against Sipos on this right side of the offense for the Scots. Big throw in now, trying to get to Gordon. Big switch. Harris will get there first. See what she can do with it. She's getting run down by Sipos, but the Knights will control. Good play, connection from Lindgren. Winterton trying to go over the top to Gordon. Nice chip. As the goalie, Sophie Turner, comes out. Turner, the sophomore. Smart play coming off her line. Winterton with a cheeky chip over the top, looking to get the ball to Gordon, who's a very athletic midfielder, also a freshman. Gordon finding the foot of Lindgren, and Lindgren gets headed in the back. Kind of pushed, snapped her neck a little bit. Harris trying to put the heavy effort. Nice connections right now through the middle third of the field from the Scots. Somebody's going to need to challenge this play. Trying for the Maradona. Not there. I believe that was Van Hook. First team All-West Division. The senior from Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Beautiful place. Big ball from Thomas. Not really trying to control right there. Just clean it up. Huber trying to find Roberts, but a little too much on that ball. She gets it back and finds Harris on the wing. Deflected out, and Harris will put the ball over to Lyles. Good turn from Roberts. Lindgren finds Winterton. Lindgren with a left-footed shot and not there. Good connection. That's for the Knights. That'll be one of the keys for the Knights is going to be how they connect with Lindgren and Winterton. They've had a week off to heal. A couple players for the Knights have been sick. Very common this time of year. Good ball from Leal to Gordon, but Gordon misplays that and it goes out of bounds. Good thought from both players. About 20 minutes gone now in this first half. 0-0 tie. These two teams actually faced each other earlier in the year. The Knights were down 4 of their starters in that game. I'm not sure if Maryville was down players as well, as we get a free ball here for the Knights right at midfield. But that game against Maryville, which the Knights played at Pfeiffer in Maryville, I think it was a tournament at Maryville. Sorry, that tournament was at Maryville. And I'm just pulling up some of the data on this. Yeah, at Maryville, they ended up in a tie, went into double overtime, is tied 1-1. So these teams have seen each other. They know a little bit what to expect, a lot of film on both teams. Intercepted there on the pass, did Anna Roberts. Over to Winterton. First touch let her down. Nice steal. Pass just missing. Boy, that is dangerous. Just need to kick that out. You cannot mess around with Saipo. She will steal that ball and go. A little casual between Thomas and Cooney Lyles. The throw-in comes from Gigu. Now back to Gigu again. Good find. Her teammate right there, that was 16, being really smart, Haley Cart. Knights don't want to foul right here. Left-footed shot. Not a bad shot from Van Hook. But Turner there, or rather, Truman there to clean it up. Hopefully they don't do that again. We have Turner and Truman in goals. Lexi Reeves with that good defense. This one gets ahead to Harris. She's got two runners. Cross deflects off the foot of Wilson and into the hands of Turner. Big kick from Turner. Strong foot from her. Allen will be first there, but knock it out. So a lot of back and forth here. Some good tries. We have a Knight down. Lindgren looks like she was stretching that right foot out. Have one substitute come in. I think that was Cart coming off in the midfield. Thomas just puts the ball out. I think she mishit that. Nice ball to the middle, but pressure from Anna Roberts, known as Bobby, to the team. Referee letting the play go on here. Truman coming out. That was a heck of a collision as Truman came out. The forward for the Scots, disregarding safety and life and limb, goes flying in. Shows how much this game means to the Scots, and I'm sure you could say the same for the Knights. This ball does reach the ground and will make its way out before Harris can get to it. Between the legs of Allen, Huber putting pressure on here. Managed to get to that ball. Cart's still in there, so I'm not sure who subbed out. Again, I struggle with these black numbers on red jerseys. Just doesn't show really well. Nice move from Van Hook. Again, good find. Harris getting back. Saipos again on that wing, unmarked. Off the post. Cooney Lyles is going to have to mark her and not give up that right side so easily because that's the second time that Sipos has gotten past her. Unlucky for Sipos as that ball goes off the post over the hand of Alyssa Truman. The three best opportunities in this game for a goal have all come off the feet and opportunities for the Scots as this one goes off the end line. The Knights' back line is going to have to clean that up. Coming in now is Kovac. She'll replace Cooney Lyles on this left side. Oh, no, she'll come in for Harris. But Cooney Lyles will move up to midfield, and Kovac will mark against Sipos. Also in, McKechnie comes in for the Knights. She'll be up top. McKechnie brings a great energy in. She really pushes hard against the back line of opposing teams, as Lindgren does as well. Lexi Reeves, strong player. Lindgren goes down. They're going to call a penalty on Lindgren. And Gigu will take this kick. Kovac now has the responsibility of marking up Sipos on this left side of the Knights defense. Great ball, shot into the hands of Truman as she quickly gets the ball out to Cooney Lyles as the kick against the defender coming up to challenge Lyles goes against Gigu. Tried to get there first. Thomas over the top, onto the head of Reeves. Nice steal from Cooney Lyles. Roberts now trying to find her teammates. Could have been a handball, but no call from the referee. Again, letting the teams play. Great job coming from behind is Wilson. These defenders are so skilled. For the Scots, it will take a really team effort from the offensive play of the Knights. Winterton on the ball. She's got space. Give and go with Lindgren. And up to McKechnie, but smart play as Wilson stops and puts an end to that rush. A lot of really great soccer here. Best chances coming off the feet of the Scots, as I mentioned before. Looking at the stats so far, 3 shots with 1 on goal for the Scots, 2 shots with none on goal for the Knights. As Huber on this left side, nutmeg into the, trying to get it to Lindgren. The height of Reeves just showing strong. Winterton now has an opportunity. Lots of space. Not many runners. Now the Knights get some forward. Winterton finds the foot of McKechnie. And the back line will put that ball up to midfield, out of bounds. Throw in from Maddie Leal coming. Well, good job from McKechnie, putting pressure, forcing the out-of-bounds throw. This ball goes over the top to Winterton. See what she can do. It could end up in a corner, but nope, it'll be off of Winterton. Good try going over the top there from Maddie Leal. So Turner will take that strong right foot for this goal kick. Bit of a change now as Sipos has switched up with Katie O'Brien. O'Brien now the one who collided with Alyssa Truman. Got off a really good shot a couple minutes after that. Is now playing on this right side as Sipos will be on the far left, and Maddie Leal will be tasked with handling her. The Knights trying to find a way to keep some possession here. The cross comes. Lindgren almost had that, and that body trying to get to the ball and just kind of let her down. Huber shielding off the center forward. Thomas now will redirect the ball over to this far side, and the ball goes out of bounds before Lyles can get to it. Thomas deflects it out. Kovac puts the ball to foot of McKechnie, then looking to make a run. Good job on that backside from Gigu. Nice ball to the middle from Lindsay. And this ball gets redirected all the way over to Sipos as she's marked up from Maddie Leal, doing a good job forcing her to put the ball back to Reeves. Reeves, calm and cool, collected to Wilson. Wilson with a nice move off the stab, the nutmeg pass. Good connection. That three-pass connection was dangerous. Cleaned up by Huber and Thomas. And a substitute now comes in. It looks like going out will be Van Hook. With 12 and a half remaining in this first half. Coming in for the Scots was number 21, Delaney Muldoon. Quality name for being a Scots. Very Scottish name, Muldoon. Wilson puts this ball up. Truman was coming off of her line. This ball goes ahead. Lindgren trying to get to a first, but excellent speed from Wilson. The senior from Knoxville. Not only is she strong and smart, but she's fast back there. Connection missed to Gigu. Substitutes coming now for the Knights as Sydney Lyles will come off. And Lauren Fowler will come in this left midfield position. A nice pressure from Sipos. Thomas did well to get that ball off to Maddie Leal. She tries to connect to McKechnie. That's not there. Dangerous ball. Katie O'Brien came across the face of Kovac and not able to secure it with her shoulder, but had she gotten that ball, she was in front of Kovac. Huber challenging the play here, as is Fowler. Oh, Sipos, who was being marked heavily from Leal, but Sipos was in a dangerous position. Leal able to get to that ball and kick it out of the end line. She's doing a great job on that right side of the Knights' back line, marking up Sipos. Sipos has not had any breathing room. O'Brien now puts this ball high across the 18. Sipos will try and chase it down before it goes out. No dice, and it'll be a Knights throw-in as we're under 10 minutes. Winterton deflects it to McKechnie. And Roberts puts the ball long to Lindgren. Lindgren trying to put that pressure on Reeves. Reeves, again, playing like a senior, like a first-team all-conference defender. Turnover goes to Winterton. McKechnie trying to get the ball back to her, couldn't do it. The steal comes, and then O'Brien returns the favor. Roberts returns the favor. Good control from the Knights. Now Leal, taking all the space she can, puts the ball ahead. Just a bit heavy to Winterton, which hard to do with the speed of Winterton, but smart play from Leal, taking that space, putting that ball to the wing. Really a smart play. Some of the best control and connection that we've seen from the Knights. Turner with that strong goal kick. They're going to call a Knights ball. Leal onto the running foot of McKechnie. McKechnie, though, not able to control it before it goes out. The ball will be deep as the assistant referee asks the Scots player to back up just a little bit, about 10 yards back. Soccer players always trying to get that extra space on the throw-in. Winterton to Lindgren. And now the cross really not to anybody from Leal. This one over the top. Dangerous opportunity. As the shot, that right foot of Lindgren is, I think it's probably stepped on early in the game. She's been favoring it several times. Still staying in, fighting through the pain. This one shanks off the foot of Turner. Nice control from Fowler. Into McKechnie, trying to find Winterton. A couple dangerous moments now for the Knights. Kovac waiting for that ball to get to her, needed to step up. Strong throw from Gigu. And O'Brien punts that ball down to Truman. Truman taking her time. She'll punt this ball. She returns the shank favor. Winterton gets her foot on it right to Leal. And Leal gives it back. McKechnie. This time from McKechnie to Lindgren. Looks like they'll call a foul on Winterton as both players go down hard. Free ball over to Gigu. Reeves taking her time, finding Wilson. Reeves trying to get it to Sipos, which, of course, is always a good play. Good job from Annalise Huber. She gets tripped up. No call. Back to Allen. Thomas trying to get the ball to Roberts, as she does. Now trying to find Fowler. Nice play from Gigu on the back side of that. Ball with a crazy bounce. Fowler letting Gigu get to it first. Nice deflection from Thomas. You can see the more experienced players here from the Scots. those times where you just need to attack the ball, and some of the younger players for the Knights will wait on that ball. 2 substitutes coming in for the Scots, 1 for the Knights. Allen will come out. Paulson coming in for the Knights. Number 22, O'Hara coming in. Number 12 for the Scots. Fowler able to get the ball to Lindgren. Lindgren taking the space. McKechnie misplays it. Goes back to Roberts. Roberts able to stay in front of that ball, though. Trying to get the ball to Fowler, who taking that corner space. Good play here from O'Brien. Cart having patience with the ball. This one gets up ahead to O'Brien. She tries to cross it. There were 2 runners, one of them coming totally free. The Knights do well to let this end up in a corner. Kovac, this left side seems to mishandle how fast these forwards are. But this ball crossed, dangerous spot right in front of Truman. Goes off 2 players. Truman covers it and then gets it to Leo quickly. Leo plays that ball, misses. She missed Winterton on that pass, and so the connection now, opportunity for the Scots. Just cleaned up there from Paulson. That ball trying to find O'Brien was Wilson. Didn't exactly find her. Fowler misplays that throw in from Kovac. 2 and change left in this first period. The Knights have to feel fortunate in terms of the opportunities that they sort of gave to the Scots, and the Scots have the athletes to capitalize on mistakes. Knights have had their own opportunities as well. But I think honest appraisal will say that definitely opportunities have gone in the favor of the Scots. Here a throw-in coming deep in the corner. And Gigu will come down to throw this in. Long throw in. Huber and Kovac will just put it right back and let Gigu do this all over again. Huber on the ball, and Fowler is able to get to it. Kovac chasing this ball down. She puts it ahead. Reeves, though, able to clean it up, and now controlled. Back and forth. Ball gets to Winterton, who has lots of space in front of her, being run down. Misplays that ball to Lindgren. Fowler had a chance to go in front. Opportunity for Lindgren. She goes down. Couple of those from Lindgren as the clock goes under 1 minute. She's had 2 of those where running onto it, just couldn't quite control it. This ball will be off the Knights. Thomas gets to it first and kicks it out of bounds. I thought it might have gone off side post. Did not. Not a time for the Knights to let down on defense. They have given up goals in the last minute. Boy, that's dangerous down there. That will end up as a goal kick, and this ball will run out. That was like nothing clean, just a lot of kick and hope, and the Knights not getting clean clear outs. Again, those moments just scary if you're a Knights fan. Great defense, though, keeps it a clean sheet. Truman playing great. Turner doing a great job on her end. Both of them enter into this second half with clean sheets. Knights will have to get with Coach Dahl, who's in this is his third year at Southern Virginia. However, really his first full year coaching the women. He came in coaching the men and then was moved to director of soccer and coached both last year. The Knights brought in Peyton Pemberton to coach the men, allowing Coach Dahl to play more of a kind of mentor role with the young Pemberton, who's a fantastic young coach for the Knights, and then focus his efforts on these women. And his recruiting efforts have clearly paid off. These young players, got to give them so much credit. You look down across the roster of Maryville, and there's a few freshmen in there, but Gigu's a senior, Wilson's a senior, Reeves is a senior. That's your back line for the Scots. And that's a fantastic back line. In addition, you have Van Hook at the midfield, a senior. O'Hara subbed in, she's a senior. Kelsey Green, number 18, also a senior. And that's just exactly what you want if you're Pepe Fernandez. He's been coaching at Maryville for 32 years. He has 376 wins with the women, which puts him 35th all-time across all divisions, 28th among active coaches, again, across all divisions. He has a winning percentage of 71%, which puts him at 32nd among active coaches in Division III. So very experienced coaching staff in this Maryville, lots of seniors. And so to have these Knights who are filled with freshmen, if you look over their roster, the players that were in, Alyssa Truman's a junior, listed as a junior. However, she would be a sophomore with the COVID situation. Kovac is a sophomore, a COVID sophomore. Fowler, who was in, is a freshman. Cooney Lyles is the senior on the team, doing a good job. Ella Thomas in the middle on the back line is a freshman. McKechnie's a COVID sophomore. Anna Roberts is a freshman. Gordon is a freshman. Maddie Leal, who we've seen a lot of, doing a great job marking up. Sipos is a freshman. McKenna Winterton is a COVID junior, so have 2 years after that she wants it. Abby Paulson, that we signed, is a freshman. And Bailey Aland is a freshman. Annalise Huber is a freshman. So that's pretty much all of the players. A couple COVID juniors, one senior, and the rest basically freshmen for the Knights. And so their play here, you got to have a lot of respect for what Coach Dahl has done with these young players. So we'll take a break here, come back, analyze the stats in about 5 or 6 minutes, and look to see what both teams can do to come away with a win. I'm sure neither coaching staff wants this to go into double overtime as the last one did when these teams faced a couple months ago. So we will come back in about 5 minutes and grab your Cheetos, your nachos, your soda, and meet me back here in just a few. And we are back for the beginning of this second half, as there's about 1 minute left in the halftime break. Looking on the stats over that first half, very even, 3 shots apiece, 1 shot on goal for the Scots, but the telling moment really is the fact that the Scots have 5 corners and the Knights have 0. And that tells you the kind of pressure that the Scots have put on the back line of the Knights. The Scots come in with 110 corners on the year, while the Knights only have 72. So this potent offense of Maryville really shines when they're working through these wing plays, getting the ball into side posts on that right side for them has been fantastic. Kelsey Green on this other side. Green, who's 9th in the conference with 21 points, 9 goals, 3 assists, the second team West Division honoree. So the Knights really got to count themselves lucky right now that this game is tied up. We'll see how they come out, and if on that back line, Cooney Lyles now will be on the back line again. She'll be responsible for marking up side posts, who I think created the most opportunities, though the Scots do a great job finding her, the players on her team in the midfield. Diagonal balls and balls up ahead, they trust her to run onto those. And in for the Knights, Lindgren. And control now for the Scots as they'll go through Reeves, and she'll look to redirect. Back through Turner. Allen backs up, does a good job getting that. Winterton trying to get to it first. They're going to call Winterton coming through the left shoulder of Wilson. And Alex Smith, the sophomore, come back to take this. Side post, great job getting to that ball first. Allen redirects over to Gordon. Gordon misplays that a little bit, and she's trying to connect with Leo. Those two have tried to connect a couple times this evening. Both are very athletic players and will be fantastic in the future for the Knights with their athleticism. Thomas, good header from Winterton to Gordon. Winterton puts that ball ahead to Lindgren, and Reeves will shut it down. We've seen that many times this evening. I'm sure that's a very common occurrence in practice for Coach Fernandez. Dangerous position as midfield unchallenged, carrying that ball forward. Lindsay does a good job putting that ball back. Huber allows for the turn. Wow, what a save. Getting on that ball is Truman. Had that come off her fingertips and just a deflection, she had a Scots player standing right there ready to kick it in. Believe that was number 16, Haley Cart, was just waiting for that to come off of Truman's fingertips. Man, sticky glue on those gloves. Saipo dancing, showing her best world of dance moves. Roberts, though, steals this ball, taking as much space as she can, trying to get it up to Lindgren. And Wilson, the other middle back senior, Wilson from Knoxville, Tennessee, Sipos battling with Ella Thomas, splits Thomas and Lyles, gets the cross off, and the perfect shot as she splits those defenders of the Knights. You cannot give her an inch. Amazing shot into the back upper left corner over the outstretched hands of Truman. Lots of time left. Huber going over to Allen. Harris getting to those ladies on the back line, letting them know there's a lot of time left. Lots of opportunities, but you can see the danger that Sipos poses, why she's a first-team all-conference player. Sipos just under control all the time. Great balance. Plays with her head up. And clearly she's been working hard on that shot because she has a rocket. And it is accurate. She's the one that put the ball off the post in that first half. Off the face of Mabel Harris. Clock is stopped. See if it results in a bloody nose. If not, Harris can stay in. She does, so the goal kick will come from Turner. So the first goal in 3 full halves plus 2 overtimes and add 5 minutes scored between these two teams. Leal chasing this ball down. Not giving an opportunity for Kelsey Green to get to it, the senior from Knoxville. A slew of Knoxville players on this team. I believe there's 8 Knoxville players. Winterton with control. Playing it back to Gordon. Winterton wanted the ball. And Allen will just clear it up. Thomas misplays that. As Truman comes out, does a great job. Gordon will get to that ball, saves it from going out of bounds, finds Winterton trying to run onto it. Great play from Cart. Really smart player. Slide tackling, not giving Winterton space there. Huber battling with Sierra Lee on a big, strong kick upfield from Van Hook. Put that ball out, and Ella Thomas will get to it first, the first team East Division honoree. Back and forth. Messing with Sipos is not a good idea right there. One little mistake, and she'll take that ball and turn it upfield on you. That ball's into Lee. Deflection off of Maddie Leal, and Truman ready on her toes. Plays that really well. Truman has just played fantastic today. Winterton takes space in the midfield, gets it to Roberts. And up ahead to Mabel Harris. Run onto this. Saves it from going out of bounds. Nice play from Harris. And Lee looking up ahead, trying to find Sipos, which she does. Reeves going long ball, but Huber jumps it, and now Winterton has it. Roberts trying to find the foot of Lindgren, and Reeves just pushes it out. She doesn't push that ball very hard. She's not a player that seems to want to keep it, and she'll just play across. Gordon on that ball, trying to find an opportunity. She goes down with a little bit of a shot. Turner, a bit exaggerated, goes down. Lyles, again, not marking on that side. Great ball across the middle. It's dangerous. The shot, 30 yards out. Fantastic shot from Van Hook. Truman plays it really well. Again, not giving up a rebound. Mabel Harris not able to keep that ball in. Good play from Thomas. Harris trying to find Lindgren, but Lindgren not coming to that ball. And they're going to call Lindgren grabbing on to the back of Wilson. Free play. About 42 yards from the goal. Dangerous spot. Sipos battling with Lyles. Harris joins in and ends up being a goal kick. Sipos not really sure that's the actual right call. Truman trying to find Gordon. Again, good defense against Winterton. That was Van Hook this time. Roberts lays the ball off to Gordon. Gordon has Winterton streaking down the side. Winterton to Gordon, back to Winterton. She has an opportunity for the cross. She has two runners. Cross to Harris. A little far. Harris finds Allen, and Allen not able to control that ball. Lee and Thomas giving chase. Thomas does a great job to find Huber. Thomas probably should just play this ball ahead. She does. Gordon with a good first touch, giving that ball up ahead. Gordon trying to find Winterton. Play just wasn't quite there. Roberts tripped from behind. Call goes against Cart. Anna Roberts, the freshman from Warren, Utah, went to Mountain View High School. Thomas going to try to get this ball as far as she can. Nice flick on from Roberts. Allen whiffs on that first try, but still on the ball, doing a great job trying to find an opportunity to get it onto her teammates with a cross. This one is up to Green. She's got a lot of space. Roberts does a good job slowing it up. Green's a solid player, just not quite the skill sets that we see from that other side with Sipos. Good fight from Green, though. And then this ball deep into Sipos. This is a common theme, these diagonal balls. Sipos trying to get there, not able to run it down. Sydney Lyle's doing a better job marking her up right there. This ball goes over the top of all players. And then Wilson kicks it out. Quick throw in from Gordon. Trying to find Lindgren quickly. Winterton trying to connect with Roberts and just doesn't materialize. Now it's a 4-on-4 as Allen tries to make it a 5-on-4. Getting to the foot of Sipos. Better job. Again, they've recognized the danger of her and marking her a lot more tight than they were in the first half. Gordon turns the ball over, and Reeves. The Knights look like they're playing tired right now. You need a spark of energy, something to keep them going. Gordon with that first touch that turns it over. And a good move from Alex Smith. Truman coming off her line to play this ball. Can't get to it as she trips over Lyles. Huber trying to run through that ball. She gets it to Gordon. Gordon now with a chance. Still a 4-on-2. Gordon not much opportunity. Smartly brings it back left. Tries to find Winterton with that right foot. Smart play by Gordon, though, Gordon trying to slow up the play a little bit, allowing some players to get there and support. And turnover from Lyles. Huber smartly shielding off the attacking run, allowing Truman to come onto that ball. Not letting Cart get there first. Van Hook finding Green. Green trying to find Sipos. Knights just not connecting right now like they have in the past. Now they're really tiring themselves out on defense. Good job from Thomas to shield off the run. Substitutes coming in. Lee goes out. And now playing on this left side is, I believe, 25. Yeah, 25. That's O'Brien, Katie O'Brien, the freshman from Oak Ridge. She's one of the freshmen on this team that gets the most time. Sarah Lee, number 14, also one of the freshmen that gets a lot of time on this team. They're their kind of two best freshmen. Good find. Leo Winterton coming across the face of her defender. Good move. Lindgren trying to connect with Roberts. Reeves puts the ball wide. Lyles will chase it down, not letting it go out of bounds. And now playing the defender with Sipos. Great job getting back. I mean, she's really a forward. They'll play with a single high forward in terms of just who's playing where on defense when that ball's deep. And right now, that's Green. But Green and Sipos, they'll stay high most of the time. So Sipos doing a great job getting back in support. Lyle's doing a great job getting upfield. This one goes out, and we'll go back over to the Knights. Knights had several substitutions come in. Paulson's in. McKechnie's in. Kovac came in on the left side. Boy, this is dangerous. Great save from Truman. Again, the Knights get beat on the double team of a forward on the Scots. Green doing a good job taking that shot, forcing Truman to make a save, put it off the end line. Across the top of the 6. Ball's down in front. Winterton twice kicks the ball. So the Knights fortunate now, still down by 1. 20 minutes gone in the half. But the Knights, without a real solid opportunity in this half. Huber finds the foot of Winterton. Winterton's first shot is dangerous, giving a chance for Cart to get a left-footed shot off that goes well over the goal. Gordon being held, trying to get it past Alex Smith, and Alex Smith grabs her and stops her. Referee makes that call. He's done a good job letting this game be played. Far up ahead. Wilson finds O'Brien. O'Brien looking for the running side post. Even when it's really not there, they'll look for, smart play. Can't blame Kovac trying to do something with this. Lyles trying to fight for that ball. It goes all the way back to Thomas. Roberts was trying to get that ball to Lyles again. Again, just not able to get into that final third effectively. O'Brien did a great job coming across the face of the woman marking her. And now Thomas, she has Huber in support. Huber doing a good job of clearing that ball out. The Knights are going to need Gordon and Winterton and McKechnie and Lyles to create some offense up top. Imagine that Lindgren will come back in soon as long as she's not hurt. Huber does a good job to head that out and then kick it high. Smith with a long shot, looking for maybe a deflection. Winterton with the giveaway. That was O'Brien, Katie O'Brien with a fantastic shot. Ends in a goal kick, which Truman will take as the clock ticks down to the 22-minute mark. Substitutes in as side post will come out for I'm sure it will be a short breather. Just pushed up ahead. This is where the Knights are just struggling. They're in the midfield. They're just pushing the ball ahead, not playing with confidence on the ball. Need to have more control against this Maryville team. Make them do a little more chasing. Just not a lot of patience from this young team right now. Huber clearing the ball up to McKechnie. And they'll call, I think, a handball. Quick play from Thomas. Up to Gordon. As she does a great job finding Winterton. And Winterton trying to go around the cow. Deflects off. So quick play in from Winterton. Not able to get that ball to McKechnie. Good control from Wilson. Huber doing a really great job on the back line. Roberts, Winterton looking for Gordon. As sneaky play coming in from behind her to steal that ball. I'm not sure who, I think it was, 25, it was O'Brien. And then Winterton taking out some frustration on Van Hook. Good connection from the Knights. They need more of this. Overlapping run from Leal. Gordon taking a lot of space. Now finding Roberts. Roberts gets pushed down. They're not going to make the call. Man, he's letting them play. Truman way off of her line, puts that ball out of bounds. I'm sure that's not what she wanted to do. So we have a couple players looking to come in for the Knights. He'll come in on the next throw-in for the Knights. Not really sure why that hip call wasn't called against Van Hook earlier, but like I said, he's mostly been letting him play on. Shot, dangerous shot. From the midfield, Knights will bring in a couple players. So Fowler coming in for Gordon, and Leal comes in. Sorry, not Leal. Lindgren comes in. I think for for Cooney Lyles. This deflection onto the foot of Lindgren. She lets it go out. And it'll be a throw in for Kovac. Throws it off the back of the head of Leal. Leal wanted her to put it up over the top. Or Lindgren wanted her to put it up over the top. Good job from Thomas jumping that. Huber finding Winterton. Winterton with a mishit on that. And this time gets it back. Strong play from both teams. Allen comes in for Huber in the middle of the field. Huber getting a minute. I don't think she'll be out for long. She's really done a great job in the middle of the field. This ball will go up over the top, and Reeves will let it go out. As the 17th minute rolls past and we're under. The Knights are going to need to generate some offense in order to tie this game up. I'm sure the Scots will start bunkering down even more as the game inches towards the triple zeros. Lindgren finds Winterton. Winterton to Roberts, and then up ahead to Lindgren again. Good connection. She's got two runners. Cross the face. Nobody there after Fowler. Nice chip opportunity. The ball's down in front, and Reeves clears it out. She jumped in behind Turner as the ball deflected off Turner's hands and then clears it out. Best opportunity of the night for the Knights. Be another kick, throw in for the Knights. Cross is cleared out. Allen's going to run onto this, put it onto the foot of Thomas. There's some of that young play from Thomas and Allen. Smart ideas, good ideas. Sometimes the execution just doesn't come to fruition. Nice thought by O'Brien. Thomas swings and deflects off the outside of her foot. And it'll be another throw-in for the Scots. Alex Smith doing the honors, and the ball will come back to her. She looks to cross it. Oh, dangerous. Kovac did well to let that ball run through. Looks like Coach Dahl has moved Winterton back in behind, playing more of the center midfield role, trying to get that ball through the midfield. The Knights mostly have struggled in this middle third, advancing the ball. Nice flick from Lindgren, trying to get the ball to McKechnie, and Reeves will let that ball float out of bounds. And we'll have a couple players coming in. Fowler comes out as Huber comes in. McKechnie is out also. No, McKechnie's still in, just playing over on the left side there. Oh, no, she comes in. Yeah, McKechnie comes out for Huber. Looks like Sipos is getting ready to come back in. The next dead ball for the Scots. Big throw in, nice flick on Huber. Knights now just kicking the ball out of bounds. Again, the control's not there. If they can sit down and control the ball a little bit better, they'll have an opportunity. The times that they have controlled the ball, they've been able to create and generate opportunities. Huber trying to get the ball out, gets the foot of Winterton. Winterton taking a lot of space, using her speed. She's got Kaya Lindgren ahead, finds Lindgren. And now Harris back onto Winterton. She's onside. Opportunity there, fighting against Reeves. Finds the cross. Lindgren not there, though. Lindgren needed to come across the face of her defender for that to work. Kovac doing a great job putting the ball back to Huber. Huber to Allen. Reeves will just clean it out, as is her wont. Kovac out now for Cooney Lyles. Knights with, I believe, all of their starters in now but one. Sipos checks back in. Green is in. Fowler onto this ball along with Lindgren. Lindgren gets a shot off but deflects off of Reeves. Again, good connection through the midfield. Huber tries to step up, stop this run, and Truman comes in smartly. Trying to find Sipos. And Sipos with a shot out of nowhere. Truman diving just to make sure it wouldn't reach the post. When Sipos is in, Cart does nothing but look that direction. They have a great connection. Trying for the back heel. Didn't quite work out, and Roberts now trying to put the pressure on Reeves. Back and forth, Lyles and Thomas. This one put far ahead will go out. And we'll get another Scots throw in as we're under the 10-minute mark. Both teams with most of their starters back in. We'll probably see this group for the duration of this half. That one goes off the foot of, I think that was off the foot of Green. Huber does a good job to control that. Now looking, create some opportunity for a team. Good job putting the ball upfield. Gordon just not quite ready to make that run. And it goes out for a goal kick. Huber doing a great job to keep that ball in. Now we got one more substitution as Sierra Lee comes back in, the freshman from Gallatin, Tennessee, 5'8", playing in that center forward position. Roberts does a good job getting that ball first. Knocked out from Lindsay. And the quick throw in. Knights are going to have to do everything quick right now. Roberts to Lindgren, and Winterton couldn't quite figure out what they wanted to do. Lindgren finds Roberts. Roberts has Winterton streaking in front. Gordon has a chance to cross. Couldn't quite get it across where she wanted. Lindgren's signaling, get that thing up, I'll get to it. Again, Gordon with some great ideas. Just not quite executing yet. It'll come for her. This ball, Lindgren's going to get to it. I take that back. I should never underestimate the speed of Reeves running onto that. Lindgren, the 5'5" freshman. She's out of McKinleyville, California, Westlake High School. Cooney Lyles not really able to do much with that with Sipos on her foot, playing very aggressive. I'm going to call a penalty on, I think that's on Lindgren. Reached out and caught the foot of the Scots player. I believe that was Muldoon. Knights going to have to start playing with a little bit of reckless abandon, throwing players forward. This is the end of the season. No reason to hold back. Losing 1-0 or 2-0, it doesn't really matter. Smith gets it up to Lee. Winterton to Roberts. Good job keeping that in was Lindsay. Trying to find the foot of Sipos. No dice as Truman moves the ball up quickly to Harris. Harris to Winterton and now off to Leal. Oh, hip check. Wilson plays very aggressively. Strong with that hip check. The referee's going to give her a lecture. Should just let her go. Either give her a yellow card or let play go on. See if Thomas can get this ball up high. She does. Winterton tries to get to a first. Does not get there. Huber with another opportunity. Nobody making a run. Knights had a chance to turn and go on that as soon as it was kicked, and nobody did. Winterton and Lindgren could have run onto that ball. It was a smart chip from Huber. Brian plays off. Good job. Sipos now. Nice, smart play. The Scots doing a really good job connecting. We'll get another sub opportunity. Allen comes out. Keckney comes in. Van Hook will come in and push Lindsay into the midfield, as Van Hook will play that holding midfield spot. So now the Scots are playing a true 4-2, and I'm sure you'll see Van Hook and Cart being pretty conservative in terms of how far forward they push from those holding midfield spots. And misplayed by Thomas. She's able to recover a little bit. This time it goes off the Knights. 3.5 minutes left in this game. The Knights are just going to need to keep players forward. They need to get upfield now. Nice idea from Lindgren, trying to get it out to Gordon off of the one touch. Winterton has not had much space all game long. They've done a great job marking her, finding her. Somebody's always been on her, no space. Same with Lindgren. They're going to get a handball called. Thomas will take that ball right about the outside 55 55 yards from the goal. She's got a strong foot, but not quite strong enough to get it to the goal from there. Winterton tripped. They're going to call a foul right at the top of the 18, about 5 yards outside the 18. Winterton stretching that out. Could have been a yellow card. None given. Turner sets her wall, a four-man wall. You have Roberts takes the shot, puts it right into the hands of Turner. Roberts probably needed to do a little bit more with that. Tried to get it around the wall, and she did a good job getting it around the wall. Turner was set up waiting over on that right side of the goal, left side for the offense. Under 1 minute now. Gordon with the big throw in. This ball's going to stay in if Lindgren will chase it down. "30 seconds left in this contest. One goal has been scored in 2 full halves and 2 overtimes. Lots of players running onto it. Bobby's got the ball. And they're going to call a foul on the Knights. And they can kill out the time with this. So the Knights season will come to an end. And Maryville will go on to play in the bracket. Huge playoff win for Maryville. Looking over the stats, they deserve to win this game in terms of time of possession. 9 shots versus the 6 of the Knights. 4 shots on goal for the Scots. 6 corners. Showing not one corner for the Knights all evening long. So Sophie Turner with 3 saves, leading the way for the Scots was Bailey Sipos with 4 shots, 1 on goal, and that 1 goal. She also had 1 go off the crossbar. Just really did a fantastic job on that side. For the for the Knights, Winterton had just 1 shot. The first team all-conference players, they did a good job shutting her down. Lindgren only had 1 shot and 1 shot on goal. So the 2 top players for the Knights were really held in check. And great job by Alyssa Truman with 3 saves, 4 shots on goal, one goal against. Got to give credit to the Scots traveling all the way from Maryville campus to Buena Vista, doing a great job. We wish them luck going forward. Love to see USA South representatives in the NCAA tournament. We appreciate everybody that's had a chance to join us this evening. Some of our most watched streams today for the football team as well as this night's playoff game. We appreciate everybody that's joined us in the stadium, here online on this stream. If you get a chance to join us throughout the rest of this semester on our broadcasts for wrestling and basketball, we'll have a lot of opportunities to continue to support and watch the Knights Everybody have a good and safe evening, and God bless.